Hello, here's another update. It's 0.5.4, and the big thing is that we have a lot more customizability in terms of what we see and what we don't see. So we can, for instance, here in the mappings area, we can choose to make it cleaner, more simple. We can even remove the cross, so you would have to right-click to remove the mapping. The same goes for the cross on here. You will see now it's not there, now it's there. And while we're at it, here's a new button. You can choose to show that or not, but when you click that, you will have your modules as a pop-up, so you can add from there, which means that you can actually hide your modules panel and save some space if you like. And then you will see here on the parameters we can choose to show this line or not. So we could do this stuff before, and we see what the mapping is mapped to and bypass it. But we can actually hide that. So let's say we have a bunch more mappings here. You can see that it becomes much more slim than it was before, like that. And we could also choose to show or not. Oh, that doesn't work right now. Anyway, we can decide whether we want to see have a remove button on that. Another big thing is that now when you are in mapping mode, you will map the width. So you can see I'm not touching any modulator, and I will map the width. And if I stop mapping, now I'm mapping the modulator, the baseline. I can hold down Control and map change the width. So if we're back in mapping mode, I'm changing the width here. If I press Control, I can map the baseline, so it just reverts, which means that if we selected something here, we could just start mapping more like Bitwig, where we map the width. And of course you can go in here and say what width you want a mapping to be. So if you set it to 0, it will start at 0, and then you can start mapping the width. Other things is that you can see here the pop-up changed a bit, so we can hold down the super command Windows key, and if we click, we turn from bipolar to not bipolar. So we don't need, that's the whole point, we don't really need to see this extra line to know whether we are in bipolar or not. And there's another change which is pretty big, which is that either it's bipolar or it's not. So if you want to do a negative map or width, you would move the baseline and back to bipolar. So we can change that with command. So there's only 2 modes. And let's hide this thing. I've added a bunch more things here. You can change the width of this line. Now we can also choose to allow a collapsing arrow on the window if it's floating. So that was the changes. I think you might find more when you look around. Okay, bye.